Hello everyone, Philip coming to you from Chiang Mai in northern Thailand, and today I'm looking at our A to Z series of healthy foods and healthy eating, and we're up to the letter P. Now a few letters have been a little bit scarce for foods, but P does provide quite a solid number of healthy foods. I'm just going to read a list for you and then we'll concentrate on one or two of them. The fruit kingdom has got lots of P's. We've got papaya, peaches, pears, pineapple, plums, prunes, very good for your number 2, fighting constipation naturally, pomegranates and passion fruits. Now passion fruits is one that we get a lot of here in Thailand. I love passion fruits. I have a lot of fruit breakfasts with my granola, which is locally made, which is your roasted oats with nuts and seeds, really wonderfully healthy, and then I add whatever fruits I get hold of. And then the passion fruit gives it a little bit of wetness, and most of the fruits are quite sweet here in Thailand, and passion fruit's got that sort of slightly sour sweet taste, which just offsets it all lovely. Pineapple is noteworthy because I used to throw the core away because it was too hard and I didn't like it, but then I read one day that the core has the greatest source of bromelain, which is a very useful, I think it's an antioxidant, so packed full of nutrients. It's the same with papaya. You know, we throw away the seeds, but take the seeds, take the skin and chop it all up, mash it all up, or put it in a liquidizer, add water, and you've got yourself a very healthy drink from the papaya bits that traditionally many of us will throw away. So it's not just the fruit to enjoy. And papaya also has the antioxidant papain. Again, I don't know about the pronunciation, P-A-P-A-I-N. And in one of my books, and I'll show you this, I got it from England, it's Neil's Yard, Healing Foods. Eat your way to a healthier life. It's a fantastic resource. It's full of lists of all the different foods, healthy foods, loads and loads of recipes and information about various different foods. It covers everything, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, meats, dairy foods, the whole lot. So they're the fruits. In the vegetable kingdom we've got peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers. And one thing to know about peppers, if you've not really investigated what they do to our foods in growing them in terms of pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and all these chemicals, along with strawberries, peppers are right up the top of the list for apparently, and potatoes, there's another one, another P, receiving an awful lot of pesticides. And a little tip I gave earlier on in the series, we use sodium bicarbonate or bicarbonate of soda, very cheap to get. We use 2 spoonfuls or more in a metal bowl to soak all vegetables and fruits for 15-20 minutes, half an hour before you use them, and that sucks out all the surface pesticide residue and so on. So peppers, potatoes, pumpkin. In Thailand we get the orange pumpkin, but we also get like a very light green white kind of pumpkin which is softer, and they put in soups. Peas, of course. And then I think it's the fancy term for beans is pulses. So anyway, that's a P. Along with pumpkin, of course, is the pumpkin seeds. Now I buy pumpkin seeds and add them to my breakfast granola. Pumpkin seeds are super healthy. So if you do get your own pumpkins, the seeds in there, get the seeds out, dry them, roast them in a pan, and then store them in an airtight container and eat. Add some Himalayan pink salt and you've got a lovely healthy snack. P obviously stands for protein, one of the 3 macronutrients. I've read so much on nutrition and health, and it doesn't seem to be very conflicting information that in the West we think we have to get lots of protein inside of us, and we think that you only get protein from meat and milk and dairy produce. But I've read so many times from so many different sources, credible sources, that you'll get all the protein you need from vegetables and fruits. So I'll leave that to you to judge, but we certainly don't need to eat loads of meats to get our protein. And there's a lot of people out there in the professions, in the wellness and the diet and the nutritionists and all these natural healing people that will tell you that if you eat too many animal proteins, you're asking for cancer. But on the flip side, there's the keto diet, which is lots of meat and dairy and oils. And I've even read of the keto diet being used to heal you from cancer. So take your pick. I don't eat much meat. And if you do eat meat, you want to eat the proper meat. And of course, pork, that's a P. But in Thailand and Asia, pork's very, very common. I gave up pork 14 years ago. Peppermint, that's a P. I've always got peppermint tea with me. I love peppermint. I love the smell of it. I could just sit there and smell it all day. Peppermint is a wonderful tea. Doesn't have any of the caffeine in it, and very tasty. And also, I have the aromatherapy or the essential oils. I have a Young Living. That's who I get mine from. They're from somewhere in America, and they make quality essential oils, and the smells are gorgeous. And peppermint is one of the oils I have. And if I'm making my own oolong tea, a pot of oolong tea or black tea or green tea, I get my peppermint essential oil and 1 drop in the teapot, and suddenly you've got this peppermint tasting tea. Just 1 drop's all you need. Of course, P stands for plants. And in when I was doing my large amounts of research, I came across what I consider to be the only diet worth thinking about. Eat whole foods, mainly plant-based. So of course you've got the whole plant kingdom, which is your grains, your nuts, your seeds, your fruits, your vegetables, the mushrooms, and so on. Plants, that's what you need in your body. So I'd just like to finish by concentrating on 1 or 2 herbs. There's parsley, pepper, black pepper, Sichuan pepper. Black pepper's a very good digestive aid. So it's interesting that we use black pepper without perhaps knowing that it helps digest our foods. So it's very good on meats if you're going to eat your meats to help you digest them. When I make my scrambled egg, I read once that you don't put black pepper and cook it because it changes its molecular structure and makes it less good or whatever. So when I'm making foods, I don't cook with the black pepper in it. That gets added at the end. Now I just want to end up with parsley, because parsley is a very common plant. It's actually part of the herb kingdom. And I love a little bit of parsley, but sometimes you go to a restaurant and they put that little bit just to make it look good. But you can eat a lot more than that little bit. And parsley is very, very good for you for a few reasons. And I have another book to show you, which is called The Detox Miracle Source Book by Robert Morse, ND, naturopath doctor, not sure. And the book's called Raw Foods and Herbs for Complete Cellular Regeneration. Revitalise every system of your body, maximise the healing power of nature, cleanse toxins and heal the causes of disease. Anyway, it's another book. I have loads and loads of books. Now, Robert Morse talks about parsley, and you can learn more from Robert Morse on rawfigs.com. It's excellent. He's done thousands of videos, and he talks about illnesses and how to get better, and he describes the body in a way that I've never heard anybody else describe, for us lay people to understand it. Anyway, I'm digressing. Parsley, a tremendous herb for the urinary tract and adrenal glands. Parsley has a strengthening and cleansing effect upon the bladder and kidneys. Now, it's very well known for kidneys. I'm being attacked by a fly. Doesn't begin with P, does it? Yeah, so parsley is really good for the kidneys. And what I've done in the past is you buy a whole load of parsley and you juice it. You can't sit there eating 100 grams of parsley, but if you juice it with apple and carrot or whatever, then that's a good way of getting powerful effects of parsley into you. So if you're having kidney problems, or you've been drinking too much, or you're trying to detoxify, put parsley into your diet. So it strengthens and cleanses the kidneys. Parsley is high in chlorophyll, therefore it enhances the blood and cleans and moves the lymphatics. If you're not sure of the lymphatics, that's your lymph system, which is your waste pipes. The blood has the heart to pump the blood all around the body, but the lymph system, which carries all the wastes and ultimately for disposal out of your body, has no such pump. So the only way to move the lymph is through exercise, and certain foods help move it along, and clearly, according to Robert Morse, parsley is one of them. It's excellent for, and I've read this elsewhere, excellent for heavy metal and chemical toxicity. And we live in quite a toxic world at the moment, thanks to the corporations who have been poisoning us all. And parsley is a very good detoxifier of heavy metals and other toxins. What it does, it goes into your body, finds the heavy metals, grabs hold of them, attaches itself to them, goes through the lymph system, and then basically excretes itself from the body. So another good reason to get parsley into you. It enhances the nerve and heart function, can't be too bad. Superb for the endocrine glands, increases the iron carrying capacity of the blood. Iron is necessary for healthy blood. It's used to fight infections, and it's excellent for upper respiratory congestion and infections. So very good for colds and flus and all those nasty viruses that are flying around the world waiting to get everybody round the corner. Don't worry about that. Just take your parsleys and all your other herbs and you'll be laughing. And the last thing it says, also used in conjunctivitis and inflammation of the eyelids. So there you go, that's parsley, quite a powerhouse of goodness, as are all herbs. So I think we'll end on that one. Anything else I was going to say? I don't think so. That's P. I wonder what we've got for Q. If there's nothing for Q, I'll come back and do R with you next time. Okay, happy eating, happy drinking. Never forget that you can juice stuff up. So in that way you get more of these micronutrients. You don't get the fibre, and the fiber's very important for digestion and number 2 and so on. But juicing gives you more micronutrients, which is very good for if you're on any kind of detox program. But if you're on a detox program, just concentrate on fruits and vegetables, some nuts, seeds, whole grains. Avoid your refined sugars and refined flours. Avoid your refined oils. Avoid your refined salts. In other words, get rid of corporate made foods, because they're all full of all that, and chemicals, preservatives. There you go, P, preservative. Makes it last longer, but what is it? Flavourings. What's the other one? Preservatives, flavourings, whatever they are. Okay, I'll see you next time for Q or R. Ta-ra.